Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Greetings everybody, let's take a look again on the gold market here, as we actually do not need to make a lot of changes. Market follows to our trading plan pretty accurately. Mostly we're watching when the minor pullback, minor retracement on the intraday charts will be over. Currently on the daily we do not need even to adjust any picture, any moments on the chart. Mostly we said that this recent sell-off was relatively strong, and probably the momentum that exists behind of this drop still stands on the market, that just by the momentum action should push price slightly lower. And from that standpoint, we recall our previous target that we discussed, but due to some reasons we have postponed the consideration of this target. But currently, as market dropped again back to the 1850 level, this target again become important, and we need to consider it. So we are talking about the OP around 1804, 1805 approximately right here. This initial ABC top pattern is also, you can see this will be strong confidence support around 1825, 1836. So it means that the cluster around 18 even, 1825 very potentially attractive for taking the long position, because at least, as I talked about it many times already, at the first touch of this level, it's really very high probability of the pullback, just technical pullback, even if you do not have any background behind of this. This is strong level, guys, and some minor respect of this level should happen. That in turn makes the entry process here relatively safe, because it lets you to move stops to the break-even during this technical pullback. So that creates good background for a trade. But first, market needs to reach this level. So if you intend to go long on the gold and would like to buy the gold, that's the primary level that you need to consider. So currently, at this moment, we do not see any good position, good moment for taking the long position immediately. Besides, today is Friday, guys, and not a big sense trying to take the long position before the weekend. On the 4-hour time frame chart, mostly the same pattern as we discussed. So if you remember, the first part of our analysis yesterday was downside action. Now we're watching for a second part of our trading plan, is A, B, C, bottom, D retracement. That should create the agreement around 19 even area. Its potential also gives us this godless cheaper to sell. It's also potentially would become the background for a downward momentum action after this sell-off. And as we estimated yesterday, we have actually two scenarios in place. First scenario with our godless cheaper to sell, as I said, is ABCD retracement right back up to 1895, 19 even area. It's completion of this ABCD pattern. Alternatively, if market will be so weak that it will not be able to show this ABCD action back to the 19 even, it could be the downside butterfly if downward action will start immediately. In this case, you can see we intend to consider 1618 extension, ignoring 127, just because on the breakout of the lows on the daily chart, this could be additional stop triggering, and it could push gold faster to the downside. That's why we're directly consider 1825 target. So that butterfly directly could lead us right down to confidence support on the daily chart. So if you'd like to go short, it's a bit tricky moment, because yesterday we said that's relatively safe to go short if market will take it out of the C point. If it starts dropping, breaking through the C, in this case coming to an A, in this case somewhere in between, you could try to use stop sell order or just manually take the position, because it will mean that we're going here. But currently, it still exists chance that we could get spike up here. That's why if you still would like to go short, well, you have to place your initial stop above the agreement area, above 19 even. Because reaching of this area will not mean that market turning up. It could be just a different pattern that could trigger downward action instead of the butterfly. If market will go down right here, well, that's great. You will be with the butterfly action to the downside. But to not let market to wash you out on just action to the OP, to the ABCD target, you will have to foresee that and place stop somewhere about it. So this makes short entry immediately, well, not attractive, but as you understand, stop should be relatively far. So above the 19, it will be more than the $20 per contract, and it could be a bit expensive to many traders. So that's why if it's not acceptable for you, you need to wait when the market will complete the D point and reach the 19 even area. So where we could consider again possible taking the short position. But currently, based on upper ground, based on overall price action that we see, that looks not really very strong and very choppy and sloppy. So it mostly shows the features of the pullback. Actually, guys, here I think that we could consider kind of the triangle even is forming here. It's also potentially bearish continuation. So let's see how it will turn for us at primary objectives. Of course, daily confluence, where the reaction could be strong and it's more attractive for position taking. But this scalp short position also could be considered if you're interested with it.